Welcome to Fearless and Focused. I'm Brooke.
And I'm Casey.
And we're here to share bold stories, real talk,
and strategies to help you push past fear and level up.
Let's get fearless and focused.
Number 2 is radical honesty about your weaknesses. So this is what I see a lot of times when I'm coaching clients is they want their team doing all this stuff and they're holding their team accountable, but sometimes they kind of miss the mark of holding themselves accountable also. And they think it's all this external stuff and they're trying to fix that, but it's just not happening. And they're not being radically honest about themselves and being aware of like, okay, well, what's some of the things that I need to change to hold myself more accountable? So I think that's a huge piece also.
100%. I say this all the time. It is a two-way street, right? You want your team to do X, Y, and Z. Well, what are you going to do to make sure that they actually do those things? Like, what are the actionable things? So you have to be just as self-accountable as they are. So a lot of the times what happens as agency owners and business owners, you feel like, you put things off, right? You're like, I know I need to have this conversation with this employee, but I need a butt in the seat. And if I have this conversation, will they leave? Okay, well, if you don't do anything, nothing's going to change. Mm-hmm. So you need to be prepared. So if you know you have to have that conversation and you're keeping someone in the seat when you know they do not belong, they do not line up with your core values, they are not part of your culture, and they're holding you back to getting to the next level that you're trying to get to, you are never going to get there if you allow them to stay on. So you've got to have the conversation. But if you know this already, then prepare for it, right? What do you need to do? What are you putting off? You're putting off hiring, you're putting off recruiting, you're putting off interviewing, you're putting off all of that. It is an essential part of the process. So get out in front of it so that you can level up. If you don't change anything, nothing is going to change. If you settle for average or less than average, that's what you're getting. So don't be mad. Don't be mad when it doesn't work out the way you want.
Exactly. Yeah. And I love this. This was one of the bullet points. It says growth requires honesty and weaknesses become roadblocks when they're ignored. So that just exactly what you said. And that leading in the next section was, what are you putting off? Make sure you're taking action. I sent out an email this morning and it was all about like, what is one micro win you can get today? So instead of looking at the whole big picture, I need to write 100,000 in premium. I need to write 300 items, whatever that is. I need to sell what during the holiday season. Okay. Don't look at that as the only thing though. That's going to get you overwhelmed and then you're going to paralyze and not do anything. But what is one micro win, one action step that you can take today so you feel that sense of a win, and then, that'll lead you to the next. So I think that that's a big thing, is just like trying to divide this into some chunks to where it's an actual step that you can take to get a win to lead you to the next one.
Thanks for tuning in to Fearless and Focused. Remember, success is not about being perfect. It's about showing up, staying bold, and taking action.
If you love this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little inspiration.
Keep chasing your dreams, staying fearless, and keeping your focus strong.
Until the next time, stay
fearless and focused.